So taking a look at this part, again, even though it's very organic, still try to think of it in the geometry to help you lay this out. So I'm kind of just thinking of a circular piece, a little bit more of the animation kind of style, and then this part wrapping itself around, kind of this tubular section. And just like the pumpkin and the globe and any other part that you draw that's mechanical, it has these ridges that wrap around it. And these ridges don't stop, they kind of taper right along, almost like this, in this case, almost like the stem of this pumpkin, but they wrap themselves around so you can actually let that help you with the drawing. The end kind of has a circular piece on this particular one. So I'm just kind of having it wrap around to build itself up, makes it a little easier. So basically, for the beginning, that's pretty close. And then you just have to think of it as the item wraps itself around as a cross contour. So I'm just going to put a couple lines here just to help me, and cross contour it all the way around. And that way it'll at least give me some way to plot this on there, because there's some type of growth pieces on there, circular sections on this one. So I'm just going to put them in there, circular parts, right on these ridges. And once those are there, then I can go back in with the contour line and let those wrap right around it. And that makes it much easier to draw that ridge that shows up. So this part kind of splits down the seam, wraps around it. And you'll see that there's really no straight line in it. And these lines that come out kind of segmented. And then this also has a stem at the end. And again, if you open this, like I said, if you've opened it up, you can kind of see a little bit more detail onto this end here. Really give yourself some help in there. It's kind of like a little cap at the end and the stem that it was grown from. So when you take a look at the gesture of it, you can see how it was grown sitting on the ground, kind of twisted, building itself up, and finding those edges. So see how you do there. And in this case, it has the texture, at least the pattern, going right in the seam. It depends. There's a whole bunch of them, so you just got to decide which one you're drawn from. And then you can kind of shade this overall. Find the light source to it. Build it up here. Showing you this is that stump. You can get one of those, just kind of helps you smear it. Again, you can pluck out the highlights with an eraser. Put that in there. So it's kind of a quick sketch, all organic, everything you're trying.